I'll remind me at break, and I'll go more over with this, you guys. All right.
Oogie.
Let me make sure everything is going. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Things happen. Okay. Things happen.
Turns out we were live the whole time.
Well, let's not
I would
do
laugh.
that. No, I got scammed by OBS again, but it doesn't matter because it's all over. We got everything going. Why is it? There we go. Delete the old. Yes, I understand that deleting it forever means delete it forever. Thank you.
Ever.
Get up! Get.
Okay, yeah. OBS is OBS, but don't matter. We're back. I just have to get everything back up and running here, but we do have a fun story for you, a Thunder and Mare story, if you will. So
yes.
We went to go see our friend and decided, well, rather, I thought I knew where I was, so I just wasn't going to go back the cringe way that we had come, because they kept trying to get us to take a bridge that we're not going to take. We're both horrifyingly terrified of that bridge, so it wasn't going to happen. Not taking that bridge. And eventually we do kind of figure out where we're going. All is good. But I get off on an exit, and because the highway is shaped stupid over there, so we got forced off of the highway. But the funny part about this is we actually ended up exactly where I thought I was going in the first place, which adds a little layer of irony to this whole thing. But the thing that really makes it great is we're at this exit, and it does have a light. It's a busy intersection, so it's got a light. And the light's green for me, so I'm starting to go, but this couple can't see around a giant truck. And we're going, and they start to pull out, and I just kind of panicked because I didn't know what to do, so I honked at them. And all of our windows are open, and all of their windows are open, and they just go, sorry! And we're like, it's okay! I hope they're doing well.
And it's a little... you were initially very offended. You had that tone.
Well, who
and
does
then
that?
we weren't expecting them to like apologize for it. I froze because I'm like, oh no, consequences if his actual actions are happening. Because it's so normal for him to do the horn and then flip people off, but nothing happens because all the windows are up.
Well,
But it didn't happen this time. I'm like, this is my worst fear. But no, they were
well, I
the
wasn't
most
gonna flip them
polite.
off. They stopped.
I know, but I thought you would. But yeah, they were so polite, and then we were polite back.
Yeah,
The
they were
anger
good
vanished
people.
from Mayor at that point. He's like, "Oh, they heard us."
I like them. They're good people. I hope they're doing well. I gotta clean something up that I made a mess
To
of.
whoever was driving that said sorry to Mayor, we hope you have a wonderful life and a great time, because Mayor has given you the I like you badge of honor. So that means you are a good person.
He came across some actually polite Midwesterners. Wow.
Well,
Hey,
and
yo,
that's
Pirate
the,
King's in the chat.
it was very polite, yeah.
But most importantly, and I can't stress this enough, we still have partners and sponsors in Martin Mancini, Paint Hammer 40 Colors, which I shilled on TikTok on my own. Hopefully the people that I shilled them to see that comment, but the video is kind of old, so who knows. And then, of course, the people with the most important message, Brothers to Brothers ADV.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Please, folks, with it being Father's Day, go look at them. They're a non-profit. If you can give anything to them. Father's Day is a very hard day, especially around this time. A lot of men just want to see their kids, but kind of can't in these situations.
Yep.
So if you have it in your heart, give something to them.
hold it in my jokes.
Thunder.
Yeah, hush.
Be
Hush.
nice.
I am. I'm being nice.
Hmm.
Everybody likes your dead dad jokes. Go for it.
Hey, how about this? I'll switch you your dead dad for my living dad. We'll call it a trade.
No, I've heard stories. You can keep them.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
I was gonna say there's
harsh.
some things have come to light and nobody wins this one. I'll just say that.
No,
Some
no. I just gotta say, this is my first year that I actually don't have to celebrate the holiday because all these years it's been just depressing to me. And this is the one I'm like, anyone that I would have to say Happy Father's Day to is either dead or they're in jail.
I've
So
already
I don't have to do nothing.
I've already told you twice that that's not true because one, I'm the father of Reaper and you love Reaper,
Oh
so
my-
you could say it to me and you could say it to my dad
Okay.
who loves you dearly.
That it would just disturb him. He's a very paranoid, confused man.
You can't say that out loud.
Hey, be nice to Mayor's dad. I've heard great things about the man. I'd love to shake his
He's
hand.
great, but
She was
he's
talking about the
great.
cat.
The cat too, yeah.
The cat has problems.
The cat is more chill than your dad some days, from the stories I hear.
That's not true.
Who's that? No. I mean, I've heard great things about Mayor's dad.
That's
I-
He,
I've heard
he
he
is
prob-
phenomenal. It's just he's
I've heard he probably doesn't like me, but I mean, I can't blame him.
Hold on a moment. We do have a question. I want to field this question real quick, and then we did have a late start, so we do kind of have to get going. I don't mean to, throw us in, but this is a great question for everybody except for Thunder, who does not have any context.
Nope.
On addressing the community video that I released on Thursday, something about the game called Leviathan. What is that? So I'll tell you, at least from my perspective, and I think Chaos and then Trucker should give their perspectives, and then we'll hear it from the man who created it himself. I think that's a good segue. Leviathan is
fair.
where anything is possible. It is truly a world where your freedoms are stripped away, yet you are given everything because what ends up happening is there's some sort of event, and now we don't have any context for that event because things have had to change for obvious reasons, but some event happens that caused the world to basically break into a endless raging storm that still is going. So there is no land. None. But before there was no land, people built these ships to try to preserve some pieces of Earth and everything else so that society could keep going. Well, there is the one ship, the Leviathan itself, that has that. But yeah, all the people are aboard said ships, and now you got to live there forever, and it is fantastic. You get to do so much cool stuff. It is probably not only the thing that really brought our group together, but also probably the most fun we've ever had as a group, if I'm being perfectly honest.
And I hope to capture a fraction of what that was.
We won't
I will.
be able to discuss why it ended because it's not fair. It's not nice.
My ex say that.
I have impolite things to say, so I won't say them.
There's a reason I'm not allowed to have my exes in games anymore.
It's an actual company policy that anybody
Yeah,
current
it is. It's hilarious.
anybody current or past that is in a
Yeah,
relationship with Flame up to a certain point where we are allowed to review, which actually, good news, we're coming up on that review date next month. But
Yeah.
they are not allowed to join a game or give a lot of input that directly affects us. Chaos, what was Leviathan to you?
Leviathan was something that that immediately caught my attention, and I honestly helped Flame a little bit in building some of it.
A little bit. Brother, if it was not for you, Leviathan would not have gotten the ship. Leviathan would not have gotten its 12 decks. Like, don't get me wrong, folks. I've been writing Leviathan for forever, but I just wrote the little nuances. If it was not for Chaos, we would not have had the 12 decks and our representatives of the 12 decks. That is Chaos.
I was a
Yeah,
little bit involved in that
I mean,
too. So.
I
So-
didn't
yes,
do
you were.
much.
Yes, you were.
I didn't do that much. I'm just trying to. I did what I could to help everybody get into something they wanted to do. I figured that since it was going to be like deep sea exploration, I wanted to give as much information as I could to help build the world into what it could be.
Yeah, and while they did the major world building, I think I'm very responsible for a lot of little nuances like characters and behaviors.
Mayor, you and this has been every game, and this is why I love. This is why I love playing with each of you. Each of you brings something to the table that pushes me to be a better DM, a better writer, and a better player. Mayor, you have pushed me to the point where I have to come up with new characters on the spot. I've got to learn to have a name immediately, come up with a basic outline for somebody. Because of you, I've learned to come up with, all right, here's old man McGuckin. Hey, and here's old lady Crankin. Y'all not very fun around here. Like, just build something and run with it. Trucker has really pushed my boundaries and made me come to love and respect technology and firearms in my fantasy. Before Trucker, I tell you this right now, I was swords and sorcery. If gunpowder was involved, I was out. But thanks to Trucker, I did it. Chaos, you've made me learn to control myself a lot better on my temper and learn shit can go wrong and it will go wrong. And just
Yes.
have backup plans for every little thing.
Are
I
you
have schemes within schemes around my schemes.
are you
Mhm.
implying that I am the Saruman?
A little bit.
Oh,
Yes. What am
A
I
little-
then if we're doing the Lord of the Rings shit?
Let me
Uh,
let me put it to you like this. To this day, and this happened almost 4 years ago, I still think about Leviathan every day.
You guys,
And-
you guys talk about it pretty often.
Le-
Still,
Leviathan will change.
That's
So,
fine and good, but I sit down, like, before I even record this, especially, like, I think about this. I think about Leviathan constantly, all of the time.
And I thank you. I promise this Leviathan will be better than the second one we did that ended terribly.
And Trucker, what before we get started here, what does Leviathan mean to you?
well, Leviathan was a chance for me to get a better idea of how much tech Flame was okay with. Because prior to that point, the most tech thing I had done was play a Warforged.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I sat there and I said, okay, look, I respect your position here, but just because fantasy is fantasy does not mean you cannot have, low levels of tech all the way up to, moderately high levels of it. Magitech is a thing in storytelling, but ultimately Leviathan was a family story
yeah.
to me. We all kind of turned into a really dysfunctional but somehow very functional family unit towards the end.
Leviathan and oh god, don't cry this. Leviathan to me was a game that I had written for. Here's the thing: some of you know this about me, some of you don't. I love writing. Writing has always been my favorite thing to do. I write short stories. My dream is to publish a book someday. Like our sponsor Martin Mancini, I'd love to publish a book. Leviathan has had writing for the longest time, and when I got help to make it into a game and I got to play with these guys, I was so scared that nothing was going to be good. And we went with it. I said, here's my basic outline. I'm not going to force these guys to do what they don't want to do. I'm going to go with it the best I can and pray to that time, God, that it would go good. And by all means, it went better than I ever thought it would. This new Leviathan is going to have a little more rules, but that's because it's Pathfinder 2e. But I'm gonna play it the same way. I've changed the story. I've changed why the world's flooded. I mean, I'll tell you guys this right now. There's not a lot of ships out there anymore. At this point, there's not like everybody has a cruise ship. It's not like people. This game, people didn't know the flood was coming. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be more survivalistic. I'm gonna be a little more heavy on survival, a little more heavy on building stuff. I'm gonna go a little opposite direction and see how it fares. If this Leviathan doesn't live up to the last Leviathan, I'll change it.
Well, the thing is
But I want to make it something we enjoy.
the thing is too is we tried to abuse the not only I mean Flame gives us a lot of credit, but I think one of the things that I'd like to say that we all did was we forced you to be better at roleplay elements and loot elements, and then we took your half-assed crafting idea because you introduced it as kind of a side gimmicky thing, but then we tried to abuse it to its absolute maximum, and I'm kind of glad that you're going to make it a bigger part, so that's going to be fun.
I'm gonna
So
try to be a
crafting and
good
path
cookie.
Thunder, you be you. What I've played with you so far, I've enjoyed all of it. Crafting is such a big thing in 2E, and I'm loving it with Pathfinder. I think we'll have more fun. I can work with runes. I'm watching and reading up on how homebrew crafting can work. And do not be surprised if I start giving you a lot of homebrew stuff that it's like, nope, this is not in any official books. This is flame made, and I'm working on you to make your own stuff.
Well, the thing is,
that's the thing.
The thing is too, you don't want to force yourself to behave anyway. The more yourself you are in Leviathan, the better off you're going to be.
Oh yeah,
100%. 100%. Leviathan is the game where we can just put a little makeup on, but still be ourselves. That's the beauty of that game, and that's why we loved it.
Yeah, do not force yourself to be something you're not. Do what you do because it just works somehow. But
Leviathan.
Okay.
It was also the first time I made a DM cry.
But
In a good way.
Oh my.
Oh, thank you, Martin. I just saw Martin's message in chat. Thank you, dude. That really means a lot to me.
But speaking of which, as much as we could probably spend the rest of our time talking about Leviathan, we got to get started here. I'm gonna
come here.
Cue up the music here. I posted that one. I'll post the combat music in a little bit here, but let me.
Yes, we finally get combat.
Okay, where we last left you guys off at, you had solved, well, not so much solved a puzzle as you did, you explored and found the clues that you needed to put together a mystery, and you laid to rest people that needed to rest. And then you had also solved that puzzle with the banner and everything else. And we are standing right now in the aftermath. Now, I won't make you guys roll perception checks, because at this point you guys are shocked that you didn't see this. When you look to about this point here, you know, a little further up in an unmarked area on the map because I didn't add it, you don't know how you didn't see it. But you see a gigantic demon made of glass and a lot of rubble all over the place.
Yo, that's creepy.
I know my eyesight in the dark isn't that great, but how in the hell did we miss that?
I'm not questioning it. That is, we are fucking with something here we shouldn't be, and this is very. How many horns does this thing got?
It has 5. 1 in the dead center of its forehead and 2 on each side.
Yo.
Like a crow.
Yeah.
Like a crow.
Yeah, Jormungandr's just gonna look at that. I don't know a lot about, but the more horns they have means the more deadly they are. And 5 is very bad.
It looks...
Just gonna take your word for it.
It's... You can tell that it's not alive. It is clearly in this blackish glass.
black glass, though. It's like it's almost though as if a powder or something was vaporized at 1 second.
Do you go near it?
Actually, if you will allow me, I want to proc Divine Sense to see if there's like any residual energy of demonic energy coming off. It'll last a minute.
It gives off a residual demonic energy in the way that if you left a fire run all night and it still had embers when you woke up in the morning and you poured water on it.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go up and touch it.
You start walking up towards it. Does anybody follow Yorman?
Hesitantly.
well.
Hesitantly, but yes, at least a couple steps behind him.
You guys take your time getting there, but eventually you see something very strange. You see what looks like a bunch of machines that have been smashed and ripped apart, and people that are in a state of decay that suggests they're been here a while. You're not sure how long without a check, but they're smashed and burned and slashed to pieces. And when you look up, you start to see what had caused this area to kind of have its own bizarre day-night cycle. You see the sun. But it is so far up that it would take 3 days straight of flying to get up in this area that you're in.
So, like, it's coming through a hole?
Yes.
Wow. And it's just been like, what, refracting in and out of big glass guy here?
Yeah. And, if you guys want, I would need... This roll will determine if there's a second one. Let's just put it that way. I need a survival from everybody, but I want it with advantage from Elijah because you're a ranger.
Could I also roll to see if I could tell how long these bodies have been here?
Yeah, if you'd like to do that.
Would that be... That would be what, a medicine?
Yes.
19 for me, by the way.
Okay.
10 with what's my survival again? 13 actually.
I'm imagining that 6 isn't going to give me anything.
No, on that medicine check, you don't have any idea. It's been... You just know it could be from anywhere between 6 months to a year.
Ugh. I got a 12 on that survival, and that's with advantage.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, dude.
I would love to be stopped right now and rolling actual dice.
Do you want me to go get out the lightning die that rolls like nat 20s for you and just roll for you?
Be nice, but I've established this pattern, and I shall die by this pattern.
Omen, what did you
respect.
get?
For survival?
Yeah.
Alright. Sheet, that's plus that.
Unless Mayor wants me to roll it again.
Okay. Oh, it's that. So, okay, 18.
Yorman and Omen, you're getting the idea
Yes.
that by your orientation of where you've had to travel, you have, and some of the lore that was dropped from those notes, you're under Sidar. And now I would like everybody to give me a history check. Except for Lilith, who wasn't there and wouldn't
okay,
know.
never mind. She was just standing
7.
there and looked bored.
17, good sir. Bad roll.
24.
Trucker?
7.
Oh, okay. Everybody but
Really.
Elijah, for some reason, even though he was the one to discover this, you are suddenly taken back to when you were in your cell, awaiting execution in Sadar. The floor was really hot. This demon that got turned to glass, boy, that had to have been really hot. And you start to remember what bursts through the ground at a speed that cannot have been properly measured in this world's current state of technology. The ancient red dragon that had shot pure fire from the ground and then flew an additional few hundred feet in the air and then landed in his
Omen.
perfect pose.
Omen.
Yes.
You remember when the Ancient Red came out, right?
It was quite flashy. How could I forget?
You don't think his fire did this, do you?
I'm putting it at a very strong possibility. Like 80% sure.
Why did he make me a citizen of that nation? I don't want to deal with Reds. Well, that explains how it's dead. My curious question is, what is the demon of?
Does it really matter?
Kind of, yes. If it's a powerful demon, it serves under a demon lord, which means it serves something of strength.
If you want, you can roll me an investigation, everybody.
Can I help him with that?
If you'd
Everybody?
like. If you'd like to help somebody, that's fine.
Shit,
What's your-
I needed a
Alright. I'll help.
Is it
I'll help
investigation?
Elijah.
Yes, investigation, and yes, you can help Elijah.
Dirty 20,
Nat
good
20.
sir.
Nat 20, clean 20.
Dirty 20.
Trucker got a 16.
If he's helping me, it's a 16.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm
You're
helping
through
him.
it.
Like, we need to
You-
get Roll20 and update to just not screw you, bro.
Anyway,
We need to put a patch in that's just a not fuck trucker patch.
it's quiet time. You guys, Lilith, you find it first. You don't know what symbol you're seeing because it doesn't make any sense to you. There's a symbol on the coat. You guys recognize it as the three-headed cobra with the swords coming through it. These men, you're starting to piece together, not only found this place and somehow had a way down here that you can't see, but they were actively trying to do something with the ancient red dragon that involved those machines.
Probably to imprison it would be my guess.
Probably.
With that investigation, you do see that the machines are kind of like these strange rectangular shapes, or used to be at least. You do see various hoses coming off of them, and you do see vials that have been smashed and everything else.
Is there like dried residue around the vials?
Not that you can see, you don't know where... Well, if you guys want to specifically try to find the vials, you can do another investigation.
I'll help Elijah again.
Yeah, because apparently I need it.
18.
I got an 8.
Lilith likes finding things.
necromancer made her a ranger.
Yeah, and that's the funniest part about this. The ranger of the group is doing absolute ass.
Well, you gotta roll,
Man,
big man.
I hit roll, and it's apparently taking its time thinking about it.
the peasant king is doing terrible.
Oh, that I forgot about that.
Well,
Yes.
to be fair, I called
Tyrant
him
King.
the No, I called him the tyrant king, but Trucker asked me to
What'd
stop.
you get,
so I'm
Trucker?
switching to peasant king.
I got a 17.
That is 2 passes. You guys find 4 half vials of this very strange, almost ethereal liquid.
Are they hot to the touch?
They're a little toasty. I wouldn't say they're hot.
Is the liquid inside the vials viscous? Is it having a hard time swishing from side to side if you were to like twitch it back and forth a little?
No, it's almost weird. Like you can feel something's moving in there, but it's almost smoky.
Lilith
And there-
sniffs it. Does it have a smell?
It's corked, so no.
Oh, well,
You-
we take off the cord.
What exact color are we talking about? I know you said etherealness, but like, what else is there? If you don't mind me asking.
It's like a crimson mixed with a pink. It's almost like something's coming off of the crimson.
Ooh, I think I know.
I'm
what it
probably-
is.
I'm probably going to regret this because the last time I did it, it gave me a big headache. But they call that.
You gonna eat it?
Is it primal
not.
awareness? The one that lets me see the extra planes or anything like that?
No, primal awareness is kind of like my demon sight trick. Lets me see fiends, fae, and stuff. Lets you see basically
Oh,
the
that's
same
right.
thing.
It's my.
I got an
detect
idea.
portal.
Hey, Mayor.
That would
Well, hold on.
work.
Oh, you're not going to do it then, Trucker?
No, what I thought I was gonna do was like use that detect planar shenanigans stuff, but that's portals,
Ah. So, all right.
and it wouldn't really do anything here.
Omen, what do you have for me?
Above-
Holding a vial in his hand, Omen's gonna try and channel a tiny amount of his ki in through the glass into whatever's inside to see if it'll get a response out of it, like a probe, if you will.
While you're doing that, 1, mark off the key point, and 2, roll a perception.
Oh. 22.
This is good for you because I know we play the same games. You know in Elden Ring that weird spell that's basically just like a bunch of screaming skulls in gray, white, black fire?
Call of Rancor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spirit attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're seeing what looks like essence of a dragon's soul.
Guys,
Mhm.
he'll just hold up his vial for everyone. This is the essence of a red dragon soul.
Not only that, it's an ancient red dragon soul.
I think these are fragments of the ancient red soul.
And Lilith do an intelligence check to see if that would help the void dragon at all.
Sure.
Time out. You're telling me we have essence? We have the soul of a ancient red dragon. Do you know how
Yeah.
powerful? Do you know how powerful that is?
A 14? I don't know what that will get me.
So, how do I pretty up this example? You know there's you know, certain groups of people that were into literally anything. It didn't matter if it was... Didn't matter as long as it held some reverence and some religion, and they wanted to go and collect those items because they wanted infinite power. Well, your Dark Father is a lot like that and wants anything that can give them even a bit of power. But
Can I have these?
you also
No.
know... I mean, with that, it's safe to assume, at least in your intelligence check, that if it could give him power, there's no reason it couldn't give you power. What you do with that information is up to you.
So to be selfish or not selfish?
How many are there again?
4. Almost like there's... just happens to be one for each of you.
So you
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if we drink them, we probably gain something. Like above game,
Yeah.
maybe the blessing of the chromatic dragon.
Yeah, but seeing as I know this dragon in question, it would feel really shit of me to not point out that it would be very good to actually return this to him, and then he would owe us a favor.
Nah, I'd rather drink his heart.
Omen's just been staring at his vial as the knowledge of the fact that he's holding a piece of such an ancient soul is in his hands.
Think of it, Omen. If we drank that, the power that would give us.
But if you give it to my Dark Father, he would get more powerful, and he would like you even more.
Well,
Yeah, no
that's
disrespect,
good
but he already told me to fuck off with that, so I don't care anymore.
It's good for you and your Dark Father, but that doesn't really solve the ethical conundrum here.
What ethical conundrum? You take it or you don't.
Wait, hold on.
No, these were stolen from the Ancient Red.
Well, let's think of it this way. There's one for each of us. So how about we each take our own, and we do with it what we like? I say we do that. That sounds good to me.
All of you hear a cork pop.
Yes!
You drank it?
Hey, give me mine!
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Alright. I want quiet time. Hold on. Omen, are you drinking it?
I literally made the sound of a cork popping.
Okay. Roll me... Let me see real fast.
Dude, nice.
You know me, boys. Feet first into hell.
I'm drinking after you. I so am.
It's about to be some Doctor Who villain transformation levels of shit.
Roll me a d4.
D4. Alrighty. Thought it fell out of the box. Doesn't count. There we go. 3.
Okay. You gain teeth. Sharper teeth. Kind of like a shark. You now have a bite attack that does 1d10 piercing damage plus strength.
Oh.
Do I see him get like almost draconic like teeth coming out of his mouth?
I like to think that after Omen drank that, his head just started convulsing and twitching before he just grabbed it, and everyone, as he was like gritting his teeth, everyone would see they would just see him start to shift into this more larger jaw, more defined jawline to make up for the new teeth.
Let me kind of describe this to you. Omen, you feel your jaw open. You can't stop it from happening. It's just something you know you have to do. You all watch in horror as almost like if you were to break a gumball machine, when his mouth opens, all of Omen's teeth fall out. And then you watch his jaw almost like somebody punches him again, almost like somebody punches him square in the jaw, gets brought back, and it starts to get that, for lack of a better way to describe it, that Chad Thundercock jawline. And all of a sudden, Omen's mouth is still open because he cannot close it. Blood starts to pour out of his mouth like a fountain as you watch sharper, draconic-like teeth grow in. Not slow, pretty quick. Like, this is taking place in about a minute
Shark
span.
teeth style.
Yeah, this is taking place in about a minute span. At this point, Chaos, just because of the trauma, you are pretty much unable to speak for... Why don't you roll me another... Oh, let me do it. For the next 4 hours, you'd be unable to speak. Just because of how insanely painful that was. And you cannot, no matter what you do, get the taste of blood out of your mouth. And what's really weird is you've had smoked cheese before, right?
A few times only.
Yeah, but you remember how it just kind of stays with you?
Yeah, it stays with you.
So not only do you have that coppery blood taste, but it tastes like somehow your blood was smoked like a cheese. So you have that going too.
Yeah, my father definitely needs that.
Omen, can you say something? Come on, speak up. Screw it. Omen
was
took
too
his.
weak.
Everyone else. Omen took his. Let's get our own. I'm gonna go up and grab one if no one stops me.
Lilith will allow it.
Okay. I'll grab one and throw it at Lilith too if nobody stops me.
Lilith will accept.
And then I will throw one at Elijah if nobody stops me.
I'll just catch it.
Well, bottoms up. Pop the cork. Take a drink.
Great. Roll me
Fucking hell.
roll me a d4.
Come on. Give me a fire breath. 3. Do I need to roll again or take it?
Roll again just because it wouldn't do anything for you.
Yeah, I had
You
a
already
feeling.
got dragon. You already got dragon to you.
I do. 4. Is that good or roll again?
You don't know why, but you feel less scared of things. Mechanically speaking, if you are now in a position where you need to roll against a frightful presence, you have advantage.
Can I roll again because of my subclass? I'm immune to
Do you
fear
actually?
condition.
Okay.
Yeah, as what I am, I'm immune because of my subclass specifically. And I give let me check. I either give everybody within 10 feet of me immunity or advantage.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
starting at the level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you cannot be frightened while conscious. As long as I'm conscious, I can't get the fright condition and nobody within 10 feet of me. That's just a paladin ability, by the way.
Okay. Heads or
Want me to roll the
tails?
Heads. I'll take heads.
It sounded like a hefty coin.
Thanks.
Indeed,
It
I'm
comes.
excited.
It comes from Singapore. That is indeed heads. I shouldn't be doing this, but because you won the coin toss, pick between fire resistance and a +1 to AC.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna say +1 to AC. I already have a Blessing of the Chromatic Dragon that lets me get resistance to any damage type, so I'm gonna take that +1 to AC.
That's fine.
Oh, that puts me at such a high AC too. Fuck yes.
Got a
Anybody?
stacked resistance to Get basic immunity.
I'm fine with what I got, dude. It just makes it harder to hit me.
Anybody else?
Dude, my AC is now 22.
You begin to feel your
think-
scales harden, is the best way to describe this, but it is kind of hard for you to move.
Your scales get all itchy.
Dude,
You
mix that with my... I'll mix that with another spell of mine. I'm fucking broken.
you will be you will be
Slow.
attacking with disadvantage for 3 hours.
Fine by me, man. Fine by me.
Thankfully for you guys, you are coming up towards the end of a day, so you gotta rest soon anyway. But before we continue, is there anybody else doing anything else?
I
Only
assume
will
Lilith,
bandage
you're
his
not.
mouth.
Lilith, I assume you're not going to drink that.
No, I'll give it to my dark father.
Elijah looks at it and thinks long and hard. I'm sure he'll understand, and then he pops the cork and he drinks it. I did a private coin toss of my own.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you, because there's something special about you, do you want to A, roll on the list, or B, do a coin flip? You will not lose out either way, but this coin flip is locked specifically for you.
I'm assuming this has something to do with either that one teensy weensy Wendigo point I have, or it has something to do with Lillian. Am I correct in my assumptions?
You can have your assumptions.
I'll take the coin flip.
Okay. Do you want the opportunity to choose, or do you want the coin to choose?
Norns have yet to do me wrong, so let's go with the coin.
Okay. Let me take a second just to keep myself honest. I'm going to write something down.
Okay. This is either going to be really good or really bad for me. Because I have my suspicions as to who my wife's mom is.
Let me see.
I don't make me lie. I'm very excited.
Lilith keeps poking and prodding Omen's jaw and teeth.
No,
Yeah,
he will
but
have
a
bandaged
little-
his jaw. He will have bandaged his jaw shut just so he wouldn't have to like move it. But when you try to actually touch the spots where he is actually like sensitive, he will actually like gently grab your wrist just to put the poking hand away from the area in question. Like he
Also,
won't
it
stop
does
you from like
hurt.
full on prodding him, but
Mhm.
he will give you a look whenever you like touch near his gum line, just to give you a look that
Mm.
says that's sensitive. Don't do that too much.
Are you
Every
But he
single
obviously can't say
is
it.
a
He'll just
jab of pain.
are you guys ready?
yes.
Grr.
Here it goes.
I'm scared. I don't know why I'm the one scared, but I'm scared.
Okay. Why don't we take a break?
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no!
Look what
Oh,
you
that's
did,
evil,
trucker.
Mayor. I love it.
You motherfucker.
You want to know what's good timing for the first time in my life? I have to pee an Olympic-sized swimming pool at a cliffhanger.
Oh god, shame.
I have either done something really, really good or really, really bad.
One or the other.
Like above game,
Oof.
I would totally take that leap too, but in game I gotta stay true to my character, and she is
Not-
such a pick me
In-
for the father.
Yeah, in game it makes so much sense for you to be like, here you go, father, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Shadow Daddy, and then she just yeets it into the darkness.
And he is like, ooh, refreshing.
See, like my new wife's father was a dragon, and I'm like 90% sure her mom is some kind of lunar celestial. So this is gonna be interesting. Plus, because I
Plus
hate
all what?
Uncle's heart.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right.
I will be right back, guys.
I have a Wendigo point because I ate another bearkin's heart,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I didn't
and that
send.
might be something that plays into this.
I didn't send you guys, all of you guys, this. I sent it to Flame on Snapchat and Thunder earlier, but check
You
out
did when? What?
Oliver's new home.
Oh.
Oliver's
Oh,
my
the
cactus.
cactus.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mina grina cactus.
I love.
Oh, you have Snapchat too, Mayor? I have it too.
Do you? You want me to add you quick then?
Yeah, sure.
He's such a little
I didn't-
guy.
You should probably just
I didn't
DM
notice.
it to me so you don't get
Yep.
strangers
Cactus is,
hitting you up.
I don't know, but I did notice that he put a plate and fork under it, and it looks like he's about to eat Oliver.
No, I used it.
There is one.
I used the
Sorry.
fork to dig out. I used it to dig out a hole for Oliver, and then I used it to, sand garden
Mm-hmm.
the area around it.
See, like, there are two things that are native to the North American continent that I want to try. And one of them is prickly pear, which is a fruit of a cactus.
Mm-hmm.
And the other is a pawpaw.
I never heard of a
And I've-
pawpaw.
You never heard of a pawpaw? Well,
I love the
they
name,
grow,
but no.
like, pawpaw grow in groves, but they're very, like, northeast and mid-south east coast trees, right?
Oh, okay.
I have been told that the taste is like if you were to take a mango and a banana and just thunk, and the consistency is kind of mango-ish.
I am a mango fanatic, so I would
Now,
probably love that.
Chaos lives in pawpaw territory, and apparently
get
they're really
working.
easy. They're really easy to find during certain parts of the year. You just have to know where to look, and the fruit start dropping off of the little trees in early September, apparently.
Early September.
Mhm.
Yep. I never had them myself, unfortunately.
Apparently they're really good. Like, they're one of the few fruits in North America that you can literally just go, oh look, and then you can shake it off of a tree. The general rule of thumb is if it's on the ground, don't eat it because other stuff has
Okay.
probably touched it. So if you find a pawpaw patch, you can literally just grab one of the trees and shake it, and any of the ones that fall, those are good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do not eat the skin. Apparently the skin is really bitter and can give you, let's just call them stomach issues.
Oh, okay. You'll die from
And
dysentery.
the seeds are kind of like Brazil nut size almost.
Yeah.
So you're kind of
You talking about the
like,
pawpaw fruit?
yeah.
There, I sent you an ad,
I-
big boss.
Alrighty. Should be accepting in a minute.
No.
He sent pictures of Oliver into the thing, and I'm like, there's two things that are native to the North American continent that I want to eat. One is a pawpaw, and one is a prickly pear,
Am I,
which is a cactus.
Yeah.
am I living in Bizarro World? Why are you repeating yourself?
They weren't here. I understand
weren't.
why he's doing
Oh,
it.
my stomach.
Flame wasn't here, and he was asking why I was talking about pawpaws.
No, I can hear everything you're saying. I just can't
Oh, you
talk when I
could?
step away.
Sorry.
Because when I step away from my computer now, my mic's at my computer, and if I step away, I can hear. I just can't talk. So
I'm intrigued by the description of what they taste like. I've been told it's like if a
You mean
mango and a
pomegranate?
banana were crossed.
You mean pomegranate?
No, I mean pawpaw.
Anyhow, we could take another break in a little bit. Do we want to get back to it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see everyone get cursed.
If anybody's gonna get cursed, it's probably gonna be me. It was bad enough he had to take a break.
Trucker,
Yeah.
are you familiar with your very favorite spell, Hunter's Mark?
Uh-huh.
You know how it feels to cast it?
Yeah.
You now know what it feels like to have it cast on you. You feel like you've been marked
Uh-oh.
by something.
Oh. Great.
Anyway, we'll see how that resolves in a little bit.
Anywho.
Yeah, anyway.
I've been marked, and now there's either a dragon or something very big and angry looking for me. That's fantastic.
You guys start heading towards the gates of town at this point, which are pretty close by, but what really frightens you is when you're starting to get there, you see a large gathering of people that are suddenly awake.
Uh-oh.
And they see people they've never seen before, so they're all stopped. Like, you hear standard hustle and bustle, just kind of, records stop, jazz music stops, kind of a moment.
Oh.
As the murmuring is quickly dying down, as people are starting to stop and stare at you.
Record scratch.
You see one of the braver people in the front just go, "Where are you guys? How'd you get here?"
Oh, we just kind of wandered around for a while, and then we found all you guys, but y'all weren't as you are now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were asleep.
Yeah, something was weird. Like, everything went out for an hour, and now we're back. We're trying to figure it out.
Well,
It was longer than an hour.
Omen
it
snorts.
was significantly longer for an hour. I have bad news for you.
Your home's a wasteland.
Omen's got an
now,
eye
it's
smile going.
Yeah, why is it so dark? And where are all the wheat and corn and grass? Why does our
Well,
houses look like
very-
shit?
Because it is now. But you might have to get relocated, because if you stay here, you will certainly die from famine. But I have a place that you can recoup if you want to, or you can die here. I mean, either or. It's your options.
But, well,
Look, aside from that, there's also another direction you can go. You don't have to follow her. Your
Lilith?
town, or what's left of it, is significantly lower in altitude than it was the last time y'all were awake. Oh, I should say it's been 500 years.
technically 501.
Okay, 501 years. Thanks for keeping me honest there, Creepy Johnny. 501 years.
You say that, and you do see Creepy Johnny and the others, who all looked a little banged up, and you're hearing a struggle behind them, but they're not moving. You just keep...
Hearing that, Omen's eyes will narrow in their direction as...
Yeah, you're just hearing...
Does that sound like Reggie?
I don't know who Reggie is.
Richie. Richie!
Rich? Why the fuck did I say Reggie? Sorry.
Why do you keep saying Reggie? Like every time, bro.
Or Thunder got me saying it. Richie, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I said yes last time.
Does it sound like Richie?
No, you see a slightly banged up Richie, a slightly banged up Thessia, and Creepy Johnny and Lamonsoff, who all look kind of scuffed, but not dangerously so.
What happened to you guys?
Nothing. Yeah, man, nothing. That's fine. We went and did
Omen
some
will just
things.
look at... Omen will just share a look with Thessia. His expression a little inquisitive, but not pressing.
She just goes, yeah, nothing. On an unrelated note, is there a shed that we can borrow? And then you just see a couple of the townsfolk, like, start muttering, and then you see this older man. I guess you can use mine. It's a couple blocks to the way you came.
A shed?
Did you find someone or something?
No! Don't be ridiculous, says Lamonsoff. Don't
I feel
worry
like you're
about
lying to me.
Omen's gonna insight Thessia.
I'm gonna elbow Omen. I'm gonna elbow Yorman. Drop it. 'Cause I think I know what they're talking about. Just drop it.
it. Go ahead and
I'm just gonna nod.
go ahead and insight, Chaos.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. 7.
10 shy, big cat. She's telling some semblance of a truth. She at least believes it's nothing. Or is letting you believe that it's nothing.
He will nod. He will give an acquiescing nod. Though, he will... he will also... He'll let the matter drop and be content with slightly fretting over her to make sure she's alright.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
They're with us, and I think they might have got in a fight while we were in a different fight of our own.
No, that was Creepy
It's
Johnny
alright,
saying that about the townspeople.
Oh, these are all the people that were asleep. Creepy Johnny, we kind of dealt with that problem that was making them asleep, and now they're all awake. And they have questions, and we're trying to answer those questions. Like, they apparently do not realize it's been as long as it has been. For them, it was like an hour or two, but for the rest of us, it's been 501 years.
You say that part loud for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's just...
I had already told them it's been 500 years.
You're starting to hear a bit of a panicked murmur, and not to take it, not to allow a inappropriate moment go to waste. You just see Creepy Johnny tap the shoulder of the nearest guy, who turns around looking really freaked out. He just hands him a sheet of paper. Go there. Oh, okay.
Or go to my home, and then Lilith
Clap.
like in Hunger,
Like-
like it.
Omen will
Hunger
just like
Games?
lightly give smack in the back of the head, Lilith.
Nah, go with Snake Lady's people.
It's
You'll get
wonderful
gift wrapped,
place.
Norman.
No.
You will have a
Yes.
home, and you will have purpose, and you will be safe.
Go ahead, because of how in a bit of a panic everybody is, go ahead and roll a persuasion with disadvantage, as I'm going to
I'm
now
gonna
have to do the same thing.
I'm gonna speak a language that
Okay.
all these people might understand.
Uh,
It'll be a three-way persuasion.
What is
You said persuasion with disadvantage, right?
to
Yeah.
them, but yeah, whoever. What are you guys trying to get accomplished?
I'm gonna tell them to follow the advice Creepy Johnny's giving them, which I assume he's telling them to go to Worm.
I got 22, and that was with disadvantage.
I'm going with our lovely snake friend whose name I'm forgetting off the top of my head right now, and I'm going to tell them to listen to her. And that is a 25 with disadvantage. I am very persuasive. That is my build.
Yeah.
You're gonna get all these people killed.
What are you trying?
And
What are you? What'd you roll, Trucker?
It's persuasion, right?
Yep. Yours is gonna be flat.
19. Mine's flat anyway. I have a 0. I have a 10 in charisma. It's flat regardless.
Well, you're supposed to be doing it with disadvantage, but Richie's helping you.
Okay, so it's a 19.
Yeah, Richie's also, Richie's got some skin in this game, so, with that, everybody starts passing around this piece of paper, and they're like, Stella's. You just start hearing Stella's
Oh,
going throughout the, crowd, like, what the hell is Stella's? There's an address, there's a map.
Lilith glares.
You start watching this crowd. You guys remember, I think they were I forget what, the anchovies in SpongeBob?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the first season of SpongeBob where the anchovies show up and they're trying to get fed and SpongeBob has to secure his job at the Krusty Krab by, serving faster than anybody else. That's kind of what you're seeing that crowd start to behave. You just hear them go to Stella's. Go to Stella's as they start.
I just kind of picture like the horde of like mind-controlled idiots from the Mummy. Imhotep. But they're just going Stella's.
You just start hearing, have a drink at Stella's. Have a drink at Stella's. Just start echoing through the crowd that's now starting to walk off into the waste.
Damn.
I am the king of Worm. That is my country's best restaurant. And I'll just like give, Creepy Johnny a wink. We can get you set up with room and board. Stella's will feed you until we get something situated.
You're not really hearing any... They're not paying attention to you. You just are watching this crowd keep moving in a big column, like a legion. Just have a drink at Stella's.
Tell them King Elijah sent you. You'll be welcome.
Lilith huffs
Okay.
and crosses her arms. Very displeased.
Those
We
people are not
tried.
gonna do well down here. They're farmers.
All they did is suffer up there.
You don't even know what up there is like.
I am seeing it. It looks sucks.
You've not seen it.
All I saw was some surface stuff fall to the...
Yeah, you saw rubble.
That's all she needs, though.
You live in rubble.
It's better rubble.
My rubble's better rubble.
You guys are starting
It's not
to get...
stinky rubble.
You guys are starting to get very, very tired. You've been through a lot.
Can we get some rest? I'm
Alright.
crazy.
We need to find somewhere to camp up because he looks awful, and then I point at Omen. You look like you have kind of, I don't even know, transmitted issue.
I'm molting. How dare you? My wife is clean.
I'm just gonna
What's your
give.
time with
I'm
the
gonna.
mold?
I'm gonna give Yorman the look.
I'm gonna just pull. I'm just gonna proc holy fire in my hand. You want to say that again about my wife?
I'm not talking about your wife.
I'm
You're
clean.
a
friend.
pirate. You're a pirate. Y'all have reputations.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, peasant king, but I'm clean. I can't get infected,
Well,
so hey.
The level of
Can't
itching
even
you're
get-
doing.
I'm molting, you jackass.
All right.
You have
Yeah,
no knowledge
sure.
of reptilian races?
All right. You guys quickly notice in your fight, the other four have disappeared again.
They were looking for a shed, and
Where'd Johnny go?
they were given directions to where they could find a shed. Let's go in that direction because I'm now very curious as to what those four were up to. Because they were hiding something from us, and that something was behind them, and that something was making, grunting noises. They caught somebody.
Go ahead and make survival checks.
Wait, what? People sleeping. I gotta figure it out.
You guys, I thought.
2d10.
Well, hold on. You're not sleeping yet. You're going to investigate something.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Good lord!
Yeah, that's nothing for me.
That's a.
I hate roll 20.
It's a 15.
That's an 8 for me. Man, my scales
Nice.
just itch. Just
That's a
scratching like a
5.
madman at my scales.
Oh man, what did you get?
Nat 20.
Oh,
Fucking course you did.
You have no choice. You know exactly where to go, but you cannot get the attention of the other three morons because you can't speak. So it takes an additional 45 minutes to go 2 blocks to find the right shed. And what really pisses you off, Omen, is you've seen Lamonsoff standing outside of the shed the entire time, and you're just begging people to pay attention to you as they're arguing
God damn it, move!
about diseases and other stupid shit. You're the only one that knows where they are. Everybody else is ignoring you because you can't talk. And eventually,
At this point,
after 45 minutes, you guys all finally see Lamonsoff, who's standing at attention, and you just keep hearing shrieks and yells of pain and terror, followed by, I'm not saying anything, and then at one point you hear, fuck you, I'm never gonna tell you.
Lilith
Yeah, they
gets
found
excited.
somebody.
Are they torturing you? They didn't invite me! Hey, Johnny, I'm hurt.
Did you guys walk up to the, to Lamonsoff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamonsoff, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Gardening.
Are you torturing someone and not letting me help?
No. People are
Don't lie to me.
People are rearranging furniture for gardening.
Lemons,
insight.
do you realize I would help you torture this individual? I love to do torture. I don't know about these little rewards.
These are for this place is for invited guests only. You're not supposed to be here.
Is he just being purposefully an asshole, or is
Obstinate?
this
Yeah.
like,
He's
Yes,
being
he
purposely
is.
obstinate
Like-
right now.
is this like weird?
He's
Maybe
like
Johnny taught him well.
he's like very clearly trying to get you guys to leave by any means necessary.
Well, I mean, what I mean, like, is he still like behaving like he has been? He's just being an asshole about it now.
No, he's going all business mode, I think.
No, this is business.
He's gone into
right?
business mode. So yeah, he's not letting any frivolity or easy nature slide. He is all business at the moment. I also rolled a 18 for insight.
You got nothing, big dog. That's a man wearing a helmet.
Squint.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't get nothing on him.
And
Alman will
Lilith
make a
tried
point
to
of sign
sneak
through
in.
his nose.
Come on, guys. I was told not to let anybody in there. What did you say?
I just want to see if Lilith can try to sneak in somehow.
Sure. Roll stealth.
There's no way to fail
No.
stealth.
That one.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
14 plus
What?
15.
Jesus.
Ah,
29.
29.
Come on.
Jesus.
I just want to see what it would be. It's nothing. Yeah, you're able to use the argument to your advantage and just
Are we
Get to
are
the
we
door.
a subset of anyone? Lemon stuff, like, you know us, right? We're part of this whole thing here.
Hey man, I like you guys a lot, though that one doesn't like me at all, and he points at Omen, so I'm not so inclined to listen to what he has to say. You wouldn't. I was told
That's fair.
specifically not to let you anywhere near it, and he points at you, Elijah, and you would have ruined the whole thing because you can't control yourself. He points at you, Yorman, and he goes, and that one will just do something stupid. Where the hell is she? And Lilith, you're able to. You're
Alman's just got an unamused look on his face, in his eyes as he says all that.
You're able to get the door open because nobody's paying attention to you. And I'll say with the stealth, it's pretty quiet. You see what looks like this weird tan dragonborn thing that looks to be rotting, and you see a fire in a barrel in a corner with Richie tossing various pieces of wood in the fire to keep it going, and you see Thessia constantly like throwing out some sort of strange magic, and you are watching Creepy Johnny slowly working a knife against this guy's finger like he's threatening to cut it off.
Man. Don't even invite the homies to this, Johnny. What the hell?
Nah, man, he's wanting to make a sushi in a minute.
Are you going to do anything about this, Lilith?
No, Lilith just nods in approval.
Oh, the chaotic little voyeur that you are.
You're
And just impressed with the techniques that are happening. They seem very determined in their venture.
you are
And
you've been warned your whole life about tan dragonborn. You know that they're bad.
yeah, she feels no remorse with it, and she's like, "All right, they're just doing what they have to," and she doesn't go in. She slips back in,
Back out.
and if she scares, back out, and if that scares the guy watching the door,
Uh,
that's even funnier.
Before you can close the door, you guys very clearly hear Richie just say, "Alright, I'm getting tired of this. Just press his head against the barrel. Maybe that'll get people to talk. I've had enough of this. This is annoying."
Why am I being specifically excluded from this? Like that's
Because you're a hoity-toity one.
Or Creepy Johnny was afraid that you disapprove.
He probably would.
I mean, he's not wrong.
We're
But,
trying
like,
to
sometimes-
find the ancient wasteland dragon. It took forever for us to capture this guy.
Oh, by all means, keep torturing.
Ah,
I just want to watch.
Damn it, I've ruined it. Never mind. You just watch him open the, like, he almost punches you by accident, Lilith, as you're slipping out. As your hand is about to slip away, his grabs it, and he throws open the door, and you're just watching, you're watching Thessia desperately trying to keep this guy alive by casting what you all know to be healing magic. You're watching Creepy Johnny just grabbing this guy by the head and kind of like tossing him towards the floor, and you're seeing a very impatient and annoyed Richie. Who's just like, can you
Richie,
just
I'll go
say
with it."
something? Just say it. I don't want to do this. This is messed up. Just tell us where your leader is.
Y'all look like you're having fun.
I'm trying to think of
Hey.
anything Lilith could say, but I think she would need an intelligence check.
You just hear Creepy Johnny turn around and go, "Oh, damn it, Lamonsoff, what good are you? Terrible doorman."
Creepy
Hey, be
Johnny.
nice. We talked them into it.
Yes,
Creepy Johnny.
yes, Elijah.
You know, not that I am 100% for this, but you've misunderstood what I'm willing to do in order to get back to my wife.
He's lying.
Can I try something? I think I might be able to get him to talk.
You just watch Creepy Johnny kick him in the ribs. All yours, big dog.
I'm gonna step forward, Mayor.
Yeah.
It'll be entirely up to you if you want to let me do this. But I can now cast Etherealness 2 times for free,
Okay.
essentially. Will you let me focus that into my hand and just let me stick my hand in this dude's chest, wrap my big bear paw around his heart, and give it a little love squeeze? I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to, get his attention.
For the sake of this, sure. You give him that squeeze and you just hear, "Ah! What was that?"
Squeaky toy. Tweet, tweet.
That is me restraining myself from literally just, turning your heart into a stress toy. I'll stop doing that if you just tell me what we need to know. I have a wife to get home to, and I'm sick and tired of being down here. And I'm gonna give it one more little squeeze.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion or intimidation of your choice with advantage.
This will be great because I have a 0 in both of those.
I'm gonna cast Ancestor Theory.
19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's... Alright, fine! Fine! Just keep heading north a little bit. He's not far from here. He's intrigued by this place. He hasn't been able to figure it out. Just make it stop!
I will remove my hand from his chest, letting etherealness drop. See? Faster, more efficient. Don't try to cut us out next time. Sometimes ideas, exist to be passed around. Now you can do with them whatever you want.
Man, I was just trying to have fun, Creepy Johnny says as he, like a bully in a school, just picks this guy up by... almost like a bouncer, rather. He grabs him, like, hooks his fingers through his nose and grabs his pants and just kind of dumps him into the barrel. As the screaming and the smell will never leave you.
Smells like burning rotten chicken.
We can't keep him alive. That would have been silly. Thessia looks
Oh.
thoroughly horrified, and Richie, who is very obviously starting to echo Elijah's sentiments here, just looks like a mixture of traumatized and bored. I just want to get my dragon, man. I also want to just see my wife, man. Why
Don't
can't
worry,
things just be
Richie.
easy? Why do we always have to resort to that, even though it's only happened once?
It's fun.
It's a little messed up.
No, it's not. And I'm just gonna like point the hand that was just recently wrapped around that guy's heart. I'm just gonna point a finger at Yorman. No, it's not. It's awful that I had to do that, but I don't want to be down here any longer than we already have been.
If it means
I mean, if you didn't want to.
if it means anything
Gotcha.
to you, Yorman, or the other one, Elijah, sorry. If it means anything to you, man, I just want to get back to my wife, too. He just pats you on the shoulder and walks away. Omen.
Hmm?
Thessia walks up to you and just goes, Your Uncle John is kind of strange.
He will just
She
give
needs
a
to call him
very.
that?
He will just give him a very sage nod. He will just give her a very sage nod at that. Like, you have no idea how much truth you just said in that statement.
He is
Kind of nod.
You actually do see creepy Johnny almost instinctually stiffen, but just keep walking.
So,
No, that's
wait,
bullshit, man. That's bullshit.
Did he
Cecil will
introduce
see Omen have an
himself?
Cecil will see Omen just have an eye smile as he saw that. Like he's very clearly amused by what he just saw.
So wait, did he introduce himself as Uncle John, or is that
I
you
think that's
that-
something.
Yeah, you're not really
it-
able to ask. I don't know. Are you asking that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? You guys call him something else or something? He told me to call him Uncle John. He said he was Omen's Uncle John.
Huh.
Eyes go big at that. Like as if he's just piecing a couple of things together before he quickly schools his emotions.
No,
Reminds me of
Omen,
uncles now.
don't get any ideas, Omen. But this is progress of a sort.
He will nod at that. Has it been long enough for me to talk yet, or no?
You get the sense that you're gonna have to sleep this one off. All of you, which, by the way, would be a good idea to do now.
Well, not in this shed.
No, heavens
Oh, wow.
no.
I don't want to sleep in that dude's,
Bill,
odor.
In general,
aroma.
Since he gave up the information, do we need him?
he's dead.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
They threw him in the
They threw him
I
face
still
first
remember.
into a
I'm
barrel.
sorry.
He got dumped face first into a boiling barrel.
I missed that part.
Be
I missed
nice,
that chat.
be
Lilith,
nice.
you Thunder, you blanked. You really blanked
I
on that
did.
part.
I did it. That above game, I did. I can't lie against that one. I am so sorry.
Johnny tossed his ass in
Yeah.
the barrel and made soup out of the guy. Like he's
Dumped-
dead.
Face first
Okay,
into
okay,
a deep fryer.
No, what's nice here is you guys can have your own building to sleep in if you want. Nobody's around to tell you otherwise.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
definitely
they
gonna get
all-
ourselves a building of our own.
They all left, zombie-like, headed for Stella's.
Uh,
I want him to go to the dragon.
No. No more followers, no more slave followers to that tyrant.
Be me. Let me have what I want.
quiet time, we're doing something. Is anybody going to do any kind of a watch? It is optional, but you can do it if you'd like.
I'll do one.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, if you
I'll
guys...
go first.
Yeah, let's do your scene first. We'll let something resolve then, since you want to resolve it.
I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this, but alright.
Perception time for you.
Oh yay, something I have a plus 12 in. 28.
Uh, You're in now what is a peaceful, abandoned town. No noise, no nothing. Except for you keep hearing... you just keep hearing that noise over and over again. You're very easily able to find it with your big bear ears, and you are starting to see the flicker of fire that you never lit, and you kind of turn a corner and you're watching Richie, who hasn't got a shirt on, trying to hammer out as many push-ups as humanly possible.
Ah, the Asta workout routine, I see.
Eventually you watch him switch over, and now he's doing sit-ups. Like, you're watching him I don't know how long you're watching him for, but you're seeing him do that rotation over and over again. Like, every 10 minutes...
push-ups, 100 squats, 100... 100 crunches.
Every 10 minutes he switches.
Well, good on Richie trying to build up some definition.
After
He's building up that stamina for his woman.
Who's gonna be second, real quick, just so I know?
I'll go.
Alright. You go and knock on Yorman's door, but we will not switch to Yorman. After you get Yorman up and moving, you go to sleep.
Okay. Here it comes.
At first, there is nothing but darkness. Let's see if I can get an appropriate song for this. Let me get that posted for you real quick. I gotta get the... I don't know why my mouse refuses to work. I gotta get that good music for this.
Nah, Chaos, he's doing all that workout so he can actually have a dragon rider's body.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what he's doing it for. You never went to talk to him.
I didn't want to interrupt a man.
He's in the zone. Don't break a man's flow when he's working the flow.
He's in that gem state. I'll just leave him to find his perfect inner self. Why would I interrupt that?
My mouse will not work and it's making me mad. Here you guys go. It's your favorite, Dust.
That is a good song.
Ooh.
You
Can't go wrong with Dust.
You go to sleep. And at first time ever, it is dark. Darker than dark. You are having no dreams. But then you start to see the stars. And then you start to see, for the first time in months, the moon, which is full. You start to get your eyes to adjust, and you are laying down on what seems to be a perfectly manicured hill. It's almost like it's on the surface, as you're seeing everything you're used to. Your head was resting against a tree. You start looking around, and as you kind of like do a lap around the hill just to kind of see what's around you, when you're about to complete the lap, you look back to where your head was laying and you see a petite woman who is about 5'9", wearing a long white gown, long silver hair, and silver eyes as well, just standing there. So, you're the Kingslayer. Ironically, now the King of Worm.
Yes. I'll give a very polite, genteel bow, no sarcasm, just, a very courtly bow.
She just has her...
To whom do I have the honor?
You kind of see her resting her face in her hand, just kind of looking a little bored almost. Ah, just to confirm, this is indeed Elijah Holden, as she makes, like, the quotation marks.
Halden is what I went by when I was in exile. I have no ties to that anymore. My name is just Elijah.
Oh, no. You don't need to... You don't need to tell me. I am very, very well aware. I've seen it all. I've seen everything you've been through. She extends the hand that she was resting her face on, and kind of like that almost aristocratic, but just that graceful handshake kind of emotion as she extends her hand out towards you.
I'll very politely offer my hand and see where this goes. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure to whom I speak, so I'm not sure of which etiquette I should follow.
I am Moon.
I had, admittedly, a sneaking suspicion.
And yes, before you try to theorize, I am the living physical embodiment of the moon. So, tell me, Kingslayer, what specifically are your intentions with my daughter?
What? Hush. Look, trying to have a scene. I just, she came into my life, and I came into hers when she needed somebody, and I just wanted to be somebody that she could rely on. She has that from me until the day, I die, or the other way.
I'm sure you're curious about how she came to be. Are you not?
Insanely, but I'm not one to pry. She never really wanted to talk about it, so I didn't force the issue. That would be ungentlemanly.
She doesn't know. She has an idea, but she doesn't actually know. It's complicated. My husband is Sun, and yes, before you ask, the physical manifestation of the sun. But every once in a while, we have to fulfill an obligation. That obligation is to make sure that our lineage is firmly in place on the prime plane, and if we were to have children, they would just be stuck on ours. The grand celestial plane, as it were, where you see the majesty, and she points up at the stars. So, we always find somebody every millennia. We start a relationship with them and always have a kid, and of course our time comes to an end. I chose the ancient green dragon. That's how she can be both. That's how she became whatever dragon she is. I have no idea. Wouldn't even fathom a guess.
I don't know either. She hasn't really changed completely, but she has entered some kind of state. She doesn't seem to remember it happening, though.
Oh, she has no control over it because she has no idea.
Do I need to tell her? She would obviously ask me where I get the information, though.
I couldn't stop you. It wouldn't bother me either way. I do love my daughter, don't get me wrong, but kind of bound to be absent as she points up to the moon. Kind of have to stay where I'm meant to be.
Well, you have whatever is causing this to be possible. Can you not do the same for her? At least every once in a while.
Well, you ingested a soul of or a fraction of the energy of a soul of a ancient red, and your soul is so conflicted it brought you to me. So you have to understand how conflicted hers is. It's not like this was easy. It did take you consuming a soul to get here.
Fair enough.
This isn't supposed to happen. This never happens.
I suppose it's a good thing then that I'll have to explain why I consumed a piece of somebody who I would like to eventually call a friend. A small fraction of his essence, soul, whatever.
Oh, he doesn't miss it. It's just the energy. He wouldn't gain anything from it. He's already gained it back.
It makes me feel slightly better about the entire situation.
He's very powerful.
Thank you. I gathered that.
Well, oh, sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, I mean no ill will nor harm or any kind of malicious intent. As I'm also sure you're aware, I'm not even comfortable calling myself the king.
You're sure?
Those other people I travel with insist upon me being the king. She has the power, not me.
You really don't know how Worm works, do you? You marry into royalty, you have the same level of power as the person you married into.
I get that now, I'm just not comfortable with it yet.
Imagine what power you'd have if you married someone like me.
Well, I couldn't do that. I mean, I didn't get to, fulfill the promise of till death do us part the first time. I plan on honoring that promise this time.
How fortunate chance brought you here. You could have extended your life by 100 years.
Could have.
Yep, instead you're here. I suppose you'll be wanting something from me. Well, actually you don't get a choice. Kind of a reward to doing all of this. I didn't think I'd ever, be able to do this. Kind of almost forgot about it.
I asked nothing for myself, but is there anything I can say, give, show to Lillian from you? She would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, you'd already be getting that. Answer this for me, and do know that I can see the truth, and if at any point I assume you're lying to me, which, again, I know when you are, I see everything as it were, is, or ever could be. What do you...
So no pressure.
Of course not. You're an honest fellow. I expect you to stay that way.
It's generally how I live my life.
Tell me, you're a ranger. What do you value the most? Your sight, and she takes a finger and touches you underneath one of your eyes, or your power, and she kind of gives you like that, dude, what's up? It's been forever kind of slap on the shoulder.
Eyesight is everything to a ranger. You have to be able to see what you need in order to actually direct the power. I would say my sight.
That's what I thought. And you watch her kind of make like the devil horns. She puts them up to her pinky and her pointer finger up to her mouth. She kisses them, and then she touches both of your eyes. There you are. Anything
Thank you.
you may now see in the dark. You may now see things for what they're supposed to be. Anything hiding its form, those dastardly changelings, or if a were creature is trying to be human, which they're not, you'll be able to see it. Which means
That is indeed a great gift.
you'll even be able to see my daughter for what she is.
Won't change anything. I'll love her still the same.
I'm aware. You didn't need to tell me that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Goodbye, Kingslayer. And the vision begins to fade. Yorman,
Yes.
you wake up now. Or you've been awake and you're outside. Would you like to make your perception?
I would indeed. That is a... That's cocked. We're being cocked! That's still just cocked. I need a new dice tray. This thing's got a bunch of dents in it for my metal die. Can I get a good... Nat 20! Finally.
You kind of just get the same experience as Elijah.
I do see Richie.
I mean, you hear him, you don't really see him, but you do, off in the distance where the victim of Creepy Johnny had told you, you do see a glow. Kind of like a sickly green glow, but you do see it.
Does that remind me of anything? Maybe a familiar event or anything?
I'm not quite sure what event you'd be referencing specifically.
Maybe when he stole his new weapon.
Oh, then yes.
He just thinks about it. I'm probably gonna have to go meet one of those again, aren't I?
And in fact, you're starting to really think about it. They never needed to torture that guy. You could have told them where this dude was staying anytime you wanted.
Say it again, you cut it out.
Yeah, you come to think of it, you realize, hey, they never needed to torture that poor guy. You knew where he was the whole time, but you never said anything.
He kind of thinks for a second. Oh shit, I know where they're at. Oh well. I'm gonna go see if I can see Richie.
You kind of see him slowing down and just kind of stopping, like he's about ready to call it a night here soon.
Just gonna watch him for a few seconds. When he's actually like at a stopping point, I'm just gonna be like, "Can I ask what you're training for?"
Gotta get strong. It's tough out here.
Indeed. You got a weapon, right? You got one of those, what do they call them? Blessed weapons? Or...
Cleansing blade?
Cleansing weapons?
Yeah, I got
yes,
one.
you got one of those, right?
Yeah.
Good. Do me a favor. Do steer close to me during the fight. I can keep you alive.
I've been keeping people alive this whole time.
I know, and I'd like to keep you alive too, if possible.
Yeah, man. If that's what you want.
Yes. Unless I get eaten. Don't follow me if I get eaten by anything. That'd be... I don't think you're that dumb, but I'm just saying it, just to be safe.
You know... I, planned on trying to have a child by now. I don't know if it would work, but wanted to try.
You'd be surprised. A lot of races could have children with other things.
Yeah,
Are you wanting a boy or a girl?
guess it doesn't really matter. Feel like I'd be all right at it. I gotta make
From
it.
what I've met of you, I think you'd be a good father.
I gotta make it through this first. I did promise my wife I'd make it back alive. Not sure in what state. I didn't specify.
Well, if I can help it, I'll make sure you come back in a good condition.
At least this hasn't deadened any of my charms.
No, I would say not. You're quite the charming fellow.
It's weird what you can become when you need to survive. You just kind of see him looking up to what you can obviously tell he was hoping to be stars, but no such luck down here.
Yeah. He kind of chews that over. You can see him almost chew his lip over on that one. It is indeed surprising how much you can evolve and change when you need to. Just don't lose what makes you, you.
Man, I like my job. I was doing fine up there.
Yeah. For all Elijah's greatness, he is not the best when it comes to just taking people or making them do things they really don't want to do.
Oh, I give him hell, but I could have stopped any time. I hopped too. Maybe it's Creepy Johnny's barking orders that rub off on me or what have you, but I know I could have stayed any time I wanted. I chose to leave. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish out here, but I'm gonna do it.
That's fair. If only we knew the answers to this silly game we call life.
You ought to get to sleep.
Yes, my watch is almost up. Do get some sleep yourself, and if you start hurting or if you feel like you've been infected with anything, come near me. I can heal pretty well.
Will do, Yarman. Will do.
Take care and get some good rest.
I think I'll be alright.
Alright. I'm gonna let him go off. I'll go finish mine and take whoever's next.
I think it was Chaos was next.
Yep.
Chaos. Alright, I'll go. Wake up, okay. I'll wake up Omen.
Omen. Before you're awake, you're experiencing something you haven't experienced in almost a year and a half. You're dreaming, but it almost doesn't seem like a dream because now you're starting to relive every single thing that has happened from this time that the campaign has started up until now.
Oh god, let the playback commence.
Everything that you should have had a dream about so that your body can relieve that stress is flooding in while it can.
I am going through the mother of all REM sleep at the moment.
You are awoken, but it is startling to say the least.
What is it?
Yarman?
Your turn. It's your turn. What's the matter?
Well, finally dreamed for the first time in almost 2 years. And holy hell, was that a playback. Like, do you ever have a dream?
Clicking,
Do you
by the
ever-
way.
Do you ever have a dream where you feel like you're falling and just about to hit the ground, you wake up?
Yes, I do. Also, I can hear somebody clicking.
Yeah, it's my keyboard. Settle down.
I was about to say, do you have a mechanical keyboard? I can hear the clacking from here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it kept me focused during school. Just do your thing.
Yes, I've had that a few times. You look like me after the last time I dreamt about my brother.
I was reliving everything from where our start at Wuldar up until now. And let me tell you, watching everything from an outside perspective through my dream was... He will just look down at himself. There are a lot of things I should have done differently. I should have just spurned at the start and just went on my own. Instead, I sought to hide behind another scourge when I was faced with a greater threat.
Omen, can I tell you something? And you can't tell anyone else I told you this.
I will keep it to my grave.
Good. Did you know I tried to kill myself once? I'd say it was 10 years ago. Give or take a few. In there, I had a nightmare of unprecedented hell. I had just about forgotten everything that made me cannibalistic. And on the path that I am now. I'd forgotten all of it, and I was happy. Then one night, it all came back. A flood of memories I never wanted. I remember I woke up. I looked at my blade, and I pressed it a good inch into my chest. For the life of me, though, I didn't finish. I should have. I honestly should have. This world might be better without me some days. But it made me think on something. Coulda, woulda, shoulda's just another phrase. It's happened. You gotta get over it. We could have done things a million times better and a million times worse. Be happy with the story you've got right now.
Indeed. What matters isn't how our story was started. What matters is how we finish it.
That's the spirit, friend.
That reminds me. When we do say this business finished up, and we head back to the surface, I am intent on trying to find where Thessia's mother is sealed away and free her. I owe her that for failing to realize what we had discovered at the time was. And having seen it might more or less relived it through my dreams again. You could say my mental map is a little more clear than it was before.
If I get to fight, I'm in. Act like a good brawl. But I will need to get home to my wife and son sooner or later.
You missed the fight we had with it. There was some type of powerful Wendigo that was essentially leeching power from her seal to get stronger. Now that they're gone, though, I don't know if anything else has moved in the past. It'll be interesting to see. Anyway, I'll head out to do my watch.
Go ahead and give me that perception check.
Dirty 20.
There's not much I can do about that.
Dude, we can hear everything you're doing. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, everything's on like speaker mode for you, dude.
I don't know what that's about. Let me check something.
Mechanical keyboards are just that naturally loud, dude.
No,
It's not
it
the
wasn't
mechanical
that.
keyboard.
Like, we
all
could hear him
moving and
moving
stuff.
leaving.
Like, I'm not trying to be rude, man. I'm not, but
There's only so much I can do.
Exactly.
I know.
Until we get a
Oh,
more
we're-
professional setup going.
Yeah,
We're not mad. We're just like, wow,
I
that
have
mic is sensitive.
I have noise suppression on and everything. I might have turned it up too high. There. How's that?
better. Do a little typing for me, will you?
I'm not even.
You fucker.
Accidentally
Anyway.
pulled up a feedback hub and got rid of the scene.
Oh. Desk pops.
There it is.
Much better.
Anyway, like I said, there's only so much I can do. I had to get up.
I know. I'm giving you more shit than anything, bud.
Anyway, what'd you say you got?
Dirty 20.
Fantastic. You're kind of getting everything that everybody else did, minus Richie. There's really not anything going on. This is kind of a fruitless thing.
After a while, Omen's just going to is just going to slowly close his eyes, focus on his hearing, and uses key manipulation to try and to more or less focus on sound waves while he rests his eyes. As a sort of like sonar, but as for up until his shift ends, and then he'll just get up and go back inside.
Yeah, all you can hear is the fact that you can't hear nothing. You get Lilith up and moving, and Lilith, if you want to do your thing now.
Duty done.
No, not now.
Why not now? They're sleeping.
Yeah, but you have to do your perception. Nobody has finished the rest
Fine.
yet.
Fine. 13.
Yeah, it's more or less the same. Is there anything in particular you want to do?
No, Lilith doesn't care about Richie, so.
Oh, cruel.
She is so neutral on everything. She's just like, if it's not part of the mission, not a problem.
You do see Creepy Johnny on a deck at the building across the street from you, just kind of watching.
I mean, she glares at him because she took away her recruiters, but that's it.
He just stares at you. Doesn't say anything, doesn't make any indication that he even notices you. He's just staring, waiting for you to do anything.
She won't, because again, it's not part of the job.
But yes, if you want to roll your damn 2d10 so you can stop having a stroke about it.
I'm gonna forget about it if I don't do it. That's just me. A 4, a 6.
You all get 10.
So 10. Yep.
Nice.
What? 10 temp?
Yep.
Yep. 10 temporary.
Okay, I don't think that.
Yeah.
My feeling.
But you guys now know that you can... You got a destination.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm following.
North, a little ways. Apparently we can't miss it.
Yeah, Yorman, you
Yeah.
know that they've got like a 2-hour walk north.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he say it'll be about 2 hours?
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll be like, you've got about 2 hours north, give or take.
And how exactly do you know that?
I'm gonna pull up my weapon made of bone, metal, and like sinew. I took this from them.
So wait a minute. You could have told us where it was. We didn't have to torture that guy. I'm sorry, it's
I
not
didn't even-
funny.
Oh no, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even think of it.
You guys are free to
didn't think
place yourselves in this rectangle as those 2 hours eventually do pass.
God. Oh, you'll have to place me. I'm sorry.
Put me right about here.
I gotta get the others on the board. I forgot about that.
Hearing that, Omen's just gonna shake his head and be flatly amused by that.
Yeah, you're
Only you, Norman.
able to speak again, thankfully.
When have I
Ugh.
ever cared? I mean, honestly,
Oops, wrong one.
I would have helped creepy Johnny rip the dude's tongue out and be like, okay, we're done. By the way, I already know where this is.
You gotta get yourself on the board, Lilith.
Oh. Why does he miss darkness?
Cast magic missile at the darkness.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
Alright, just for your guys' notes, red is going to be Thessia, blue is Richie, and green is going to be Lamonsoff. Because I don't have time to make their character tokens.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
You guys start walking, and that's when you... Oopsies. Shit.
No shit.
Oopsie
I
daisy.
don't know why it's doing this. Oh, because my
Picked a
mouse...
big batch of oopsie fucky.
My mouse still won't work no matter what I do. And I need initiative from everybody as you see this pop out. You guys... Let me get that battle music for you. You guys see two of them carrying this banner that looks like it is a man and woman. No, they don't seem to have any clothing, but you can't see anything untoward. But what you do see is they're in an embrace, almost going for a kiss, but they are in various stages of rot. You see like lesions and sores all over them. It looks kind of like a Renaissance, like a painting from during the Black Plague. It looks just disgusting.
That is easily the most unsettling thing I've ever seen.
Yorman, you know that you guys are now in the right place, seeing that.
Hey, we're here. These are the fuckers.
Omen's just gonna draw his new spear from his back. Alright, time to see what this new bad boy can do. I rolled a 23 for initiative.
I rolled 23.
Oh, I'll just give you
17.
Elijah.
11.
So odds or evens for who goes first?
No, I know that she has more decks than you.
Rogue.
Damn rogues. Alright, with my +5 initiative.
You know what's crazy? I have a feature now that I can basically get an extra attack for free.
Oh, I didn't even think to summon Sandy. Fuck me.
Bless you.
Thanks.
I would like to just go it. How much is that again? That is... Oh, okay. And that would be...
So we have
What?
Lilith.
You
Yorman,
might have to move me.
can you not do it yourself?
Like, it wasn't a joke. Like, all I see is darkness. And I put up another tab for roll 20, and it's like...
You need to
Not.
refresh.
buffering. I'm getting the loading screen.
Sorry, I'm trying to write. It's a lot of initiative that's going on.
Sorry, man. Takes time, but trust me, I get this. I get it.
Oh, if I can go soon enough, I can just pop something off and really just get this party pumping.
That's great, Chaos. Thanks for that.
Just don't steal my kills, bud.
I won't kill steal. You can't claim a kill if it evaporates in front of you.
I can
hate
literally
you.
teleport. I can literally teleport 10 feet, and when I pop out, I can attack. 2 different things, and if I do attack 2 different things, I can attack a third for free. Per attack.
I can hit shit really fucking hard.
I have me being element monk, I have this special little ability I call Flames of the Phoenix.
Just stay near me if you want to get healed well, because I can keep people healed very nicely now.
I'll just drop a fireball right on top of them real quick.
Oh god.
Why? Okay. We're starting off with Lilith.
Okay. I'll have to pull up the stream so I can see them out.
Are you even able to get onto your character sheet? I'm not sure why you're not able to see it.
For a it's crashing. For a second, I wasn't even able to go back to my character sheet, but I'm able to on my phone for that.
Maybe you should close out of the browser entirely and try to reload.
Yeah.
Might also be because you are trying to do it on 2 different devices. I don't know.
It could be that, yeah.
No, I just pulled it up on my phone. I mean, I'll get out of it on my phone then.
Yeah, very tense waiting.
Like, hold up. Oh my. Okay, I finally see the map.
Yay!
Finally see it. Okay, on my character sheet. I could do 40 movement. Okay. Ooh, very nice map. Okay.
It is a very nice map, and I love it.
It is very well done. I love the desert environment. I've always been a fan of them.
Did I put myself on the map?
No, you
Done
didn't.
right. It's done well.
How does one do that again?
Just drag your character
Drag and drop
sheet.
from your screen.
There we go. Alright, I'm there.
Good enough. That's fine. Go for it.
Were you like Paul and you did extra movement if you did diagonal?
No, that's
No.
terrible.
Whoever came up with that is an evil gremlin.
What? I'm sorry, that confused me completely.
It's not worth discussing.
It was
talking
a
about the-
thing.
Are you talking about the step rule?
He had a thing of like you can move 1 diagonal, but if you moved more in your one movement, it add like instead of 5, it would count as 10.
Oh, that's old school. That's old school rules. That's like 3rd edition crap.
Yeah.
I'll get after it.
I was wondering.
Goes back
I'll
to 2E.
do- I'm gonna do poison spray. I'm gonna zazz it up
Okay.
right there.
Don't.
Hit him with the zhuzh.
From the mouth.
Okay. Well, let me explain something. These are still rotting people of the waste, so
Oh, I suppose.
yeah. Let me.
No, I committed.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
committed.
was gonna say
We're
you
not
can't
gonna-
do anything. Roll your damage for me.
You already rolled the damage. 20 poison.
Oh, that sucks for you guys.
Oh well.
Hey.
These guys look.
Can I blow him up now?
These guys are looking super healthy all of a sudden.
Oh no.
They look
Oh,
better
no.
than they've looked since you met them. Almost like they've got some more health. But yeah,
Okay.
it looks like it is going to be Omen's turn.
Oh, actually.
Wait, what do you
I
have?
bonus action and disengage. And see that I did a bad.
I don't know why you insist on using the worst thing that you have in this area. It's great.
No, I
No,
think
let
it's
her
just.
do it.
No, I disengage. I'm back to over here now.
Thanks, Lilith. Thanks.
Good job.
Alright.
This is making it fun for me.
This already difficult fight just got worse.
Alright. Seeing Lilith seemingly help these have something that did no effect on these creatures, you're all gonna see Omen's body just light up with ki brighter than he usually does, before all that light starts to gather in his hands as he just puts them together up over his head as the light starts to rapidly try to escape through his fingers before it convalesces up into an almost large sphere of flame that you can almost faintly hear a shrieking, like a faint bird shrieking from the distance as these flames just coalesce. Looking at them, he'll look up at the ball and go, "Not enough, bigger!" And the moment he says that, the flames just double in size as he's just gonna pump not the 4, but 6 key points into this bitch to make it 10d6 fire damage if they fail to save.
What is the save, Dex, I assume?
Yes, it's a dex save.
And how big is this?
The blast, I believe, it's just a basic fireball, but with the 20-foot radius. So up to 10d6 with key point pulsing. So I'm gonna drop it there, yeah.
Okay.
This massive spirit bomb style fireball.
Spirit bomb, ho!
What do I have to beat?
18.
I go find it.
Yeah, that's the thing, audience. As a way of 4 elements monk, I cast magic, more or less.
That's cool.
So whenever I lose
Cool
my
and
cool with
bullshit.
fights, I could just whip out something like this and say, "Screw this."
In your
Roll
face.
damage.
Alright, dice roller. Advanced roller.
You don't have 10d6?
I don't have 10d6 on me.
Oh.
Ah, screw it, I'll just do this. I'll just do it like this. Just by hand.
6, 6, 12, 18.
16, 21, 26, that's 5, 30, 36, 40, that's 8, 46, 52 fire damage. As this cataclysmic explosion just catches them all dead center.
What is
I've been waiting to whip out something like that.
what does 52 have?
26. Wait a minute. That was one of my bigger ones.
Yep. I had a feeling they would resist this.
Hold on. You don't know what's going on. The majority of them look very crispy. Two of them look not so bad, but you watch as this one evaporates.
Huh. I got one of them.
No, I won't say it.
That's my turn.
Great. Creepy Johnny is going to just fire at the one in front here, blue-purple. That'll be a hit. Let me see. Purple. No. Nope. Sorry, a lot of stupid moving parts. Then we gotta add this to the mix. Because he's by allies, so way to go, people staying by your friends. This will probably kill him.
Let it kill him. There's no consequence to us.
Not quite, but he looks really bad. They got beefed up. Elijah.
Wait, Elijah beat me?
Oh no, I guess it would be your turn. Go for it.
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
say,
say,
I
I
gotta
got the lowest one.
Yeah, I had a 17.
I had an
Alright.
11.
First things first, I'm gonna slap myself and cast Shield of Faith to up my AC by 2. That is a bonus action for all listening. So
Blue-purple looks the worst right now, just so you're aware.
Can I go over this guy's corpse right here?
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm going to draw my Dragon Wraith Greatsword, and I'm gonna swing on the motherfucker. Let me just look at all this. Does a that hit? Sorry. Plus. Does a 30 hit?
Yeah. But who are you hitting?
Okay. Blue purple. Sorry.
Okay.
Blue purple. Okay. Hold on. I just threw it over. Uncommon. Whenever you roll 20 on your roll with weapon, dragons. Sorry, my thing's being stupid. God damn it, let me just read. Okay, no, that's only on crits. Okay. So that's 2d6 plus 2d8 plus 1d6. Don't y'all just love paladins? These two plus this. Plus, where's my d8s? Come on, where's my d8s? Alrighty. 2d6, 1d6, 1d8. Alrighty. For this first attack, he is taking 2d6 plus 10, 20. God damn it, you piece of shit. Just fucking work for me today. 2d6 plus 11 slashing damage, I believe. sake. Let me check on this because it's wanting to not load anything for me. Oh no, 2d6 plus 7. Sorry. 2d6 plus 7, so 10, 11 slashing altogether. And it's taking 3 acid and 1 radiant.
Still up. Not looking good, though.
Damn. Alright, gonna turn to his brother here. I'm gonna turn to the guy in front of me, blue-orange, and hope I get my crit so I can do this. Damn it. Shit, that's actually really bad. Does a 13 hit him?
No.
That's all I can do for my turn then. I only get 2 attacks.
Elijah.
Yes.
I will have to move you here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There you go. Now you're in range of blue-purple for now.
Blue-purple.
Yeah.
I will designate him my planar warrior target. Because I'm learning. Shot number 1 on blue-purple. 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's a D10 and a D8. 7 damage.
Alright, you watch as blue-purple drops.
Aha.
Now you can see blue-green.
I can't really do the planar warrior on him, so second shot on blue-green. That is a nat 20.
That'll presumably hit.
So that's 2d10. Oh, why roll 20? Why? It's 2 damage.
Wow, snake eyes.
That's so cursed.
Come on, roll 20. Give him a chance here.
You managed to
Roll
tickle
20,
him.
stop it.
That is so not right.
You gave him a good...
Nat 20 to hit, but I get
You
critical failed damage. That's such crap.
You pulled an E-scan in unexpected ways.
Alright,
I'm so far behind on that show.
it is...
That's my turn.
It is, enemy's turn now. 10, 15, 20... Oops, shit. 20, 25.
Oh.
Well, you know what they say.
First, second. This is second. No, second, first, second.
I'm gonna say, no, also not that.
Not it.
Every rose has its thorn.
We might have to
Ding
be...
dong.
We may have to be planting some roses, it depends. Sweet. Does a natural 20 hit you?
No! Hold on, I know I have something that might make him reroll. No, that's only on spells. Fuck!
So yes, it does.
Fuck.
That's 13 damage for the
Hush,
first
Rose.
swing.
Fuck you.
You put yourself here, man.
24 AC!
I know a 20
13
doesn't
said.
hit you, so that's fine, but we'll move on to...
Let me roll my... Ooh, good. I get to keep my spell.
to Blue-Red's turn. Thankfully, he doesn't get anything fun.
Good. Fuck him.
He's gonna definitely miss on the first one. Let me roll something. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity against
Alrighty.
Blue-Red.
18 altogether.
That'll hit him.
Okay, this is gonna hurt him. I'm switching out my D6. He's taking 1 point of radiant, 6 points of acid, and 11 points of slashing.
All right, he's
Sorry, I just do a shitload of damage.
yeah, but he's still looking pretty decent. I mean, he's
Yeah.
he was one of the ones that passed.
I figured. I'm letting you know my whole build, because my whole thing is just accumulate, get a crit, drop divine smite.
Blue green gets advantage here. Still manages to miss on the first one.
Okay.
Still manages to miss on the second one. And we
Good.
have blue-orange here. Who will miss on the
Hi,
first
welcome to my build. I just take hits.
and miss the second, but before their turn can resolve, you see more start to crawl out of the dirt.
Oh.
It is Lamonsoft's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. I hope you consider him an ally, because this is about to get fun. You guys get to finally see some of the things that he can do.
Show us that Raven Guard pride.
Let's see what we've got here.
Fight, son of Korax.
Get out of here with that Raven Guard crap.
Man.
Ooh. A little roll, which homeboy fails, so I gotta mark him for something. He just saved you good and proper. But let's watch him do some damage, shall we? As he brings up that greenish pickaxe, he's gonna bring it down on him first. Having to do all these character sheets is a pain. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that definitely hits. I forgot how good this guy was. Like Flame, I'm also very proficient at building a fighter. Who was this one? Red, yellow. Okay, that was a good first swing. He's got his second one yet. Yeah, that'll hit. Oh, yeah. You watch him bring the pickaxe to the side, dig it into his shoulder, and then after he digs it into his shoulder, he spins him around and just drives it through the top of his head, dropping him instantly.
Pink.
Let me, sorry, Yarman. I'm gonna clean up the battlefield a little bit. We're gonna want to be able to see. And he will take another step forward. Actually, he can do this. Yeah, he will help you out. No, I forgot to add Richie on here. Look at you guys being such jerks that I forget Richie exists.
Hey, that's your fault you forgot Richie this time.
Well, Richie's turn's gonna get skipped on that one. But
Richie!
can't, finger off the piece and all. Gotta play it
Yeah.
fair. If I'm gonna do it for you guys, I gotta do it against you guys too.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fair.
Ugh.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. I did not build you as a combatant, did I?
You didn't, so I told Richie to stay near me if it gets dangerous.
How far away do I need to be for that to work? 10 feet. Okay. Sorry, I gotta bring you back into the field because you're important now. You watch Thessia approach and raise her hand in the air, and you watch this guy begin to stitch himself together.
Say what?
I'm sorry, you want to explain that again?
She raises her hands in the air, and all of a sudden you watch this guy begin to stand back up. You'll see what happens with him in a moment.
Oh?
I know. I think I know.
Did she
I have an idea, too.
If she just cast what I think she just cast, I'm ripping and tearing into allies then too.
Is she a necromancer?
We are up to you, Lilith.
I don't know.
Don't heal anybody.
So, okay. 2, 3, 4, but be like right here. And then we're gonna attempt sneak attack with cleansing dagger. 'Cause that's the only positive thing I have.
That's right. Shit.
15?
That'll hit.
Yeah. Sneak attack. 17
Damage.
damage.
He's still up.
Okay. And then she'll just stay there because then it's gonna help out the other one.
Great. We are now up to Richie, who unfortunately got skipped. Oh no, it's Omen, then Richie. I apologize. Omen, you go first, then we'll do Richie.
Alrighty. I am going to help fill out this murder sandwich with my cleansing spear. Advantage, right. I take it at 24 hits.
Yes, that'll hit. Oh, you're hitting red yellow?
Yep, red yellow.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a
Wait.
spellcaster, I really am.
Actually, hold up.
No.
You declared it, man.
Well, good thing I rolled somewhat middling then. 4 cleansing, 4 piercing. Actually, no. Plus dex, that would be 9 piercing, 4 cleansing. Because I was two-handing it.
You just hear Thessia. Damn it, Omen! That's supposed to be an ally.
All right. I'll go over here then. Nyeh. 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 Well, always makes some blocks. Second swing, advantage. Alrighty. Better. 27 to hit that one. Let's
That'll
hit
hit.
blue orange.
That'll hit.
$12 piercing, 5 cleansing.
All right. He's looking rough, but he's still up.
Bonus action, I'm going to go for a monk unarmed strike, and essentially just kick it, go for a upper roundhouse towards his head. All right. 22.
That'll hit.
$11 bludgeoning.
That'll hit.
Just this crack as my leg just catches him across the catches this thing across its temple, quote unquote.
That'll end him. It is now finally Richie's turn. You watch Richie pull out a vial filled with some gross-looking liquid. Let me make sure I'm reading the spell correctly. Okay, I gotta get my draw tool. You see it shatter over here. And that'll be Richie's turn. We are now up to Yorman.
Okay. Who is this one again right here? The red pink?
That's... The red one is, That one is Richie.
That is Richie? Okay. Okay.
Blue's
I'm gonna
Cessia.
drop... Yeah. I'm gonna drop my Shield of Faith, and I'm gonna cast Phalanx of Light. Mayor, if you'll allow me to make this, I'm gonna make a 20-foot cube centered on a point you can see within range. So it's 20-foot cube. It's made of bright light. The cube, you and friendly creatures within the cube have half cover. The cube is considered difficult terrain for hostile creatures. It's a bonus action. I can move it up to 20 feet a turn. A hostile creature that enters or starts its turn, the cube must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d8 piercing and 2d8 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much. So it's basically like a small battalion of... It's like a spectral battalion of soldiers wielding spears and shields made of light. I want to flavor it as like a bunch of pirates.
Are you centering it on yourself?
I am, good sir. And if you let... I was going to do it mine, so you don't have to worry about it if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's great, actually.
So, I'm centering on myself for now, just dropping it here. Everybody in here has half coverage, which gives everyone a +4 to AC. 3 or 4, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 3 to AC.
Well, do look it up just to let everybody know.
That's what I'm doing.
Is,
That's what I'm doing.
is that it?
That was an action. Let me just confirm on that. Yep, that is my turn. That was an action.
20. Creepy Johnny's gonna pull out his cleansing sword. Oof. Oh, damn. Okay, well, good thing he's got that bonus. Creepy Johnny's going to miss horribly, but thankfully the other guy just barely misses because of that bonus. Otherwise, he was gonna get slapped. That's a waste of his turn. Elijah,
Yeah.
you can see the new group if you want to fire at them. I don't know what you want to hit them with.
I reckon I'm probably too far away to hit them with a barrage, so...
Probably.
Yeah, because that's a 60-foot cone. Blue-green still right in front of me? Or in my line of sight, anyway?
Red purple would be.
Great. Red purple is now my planar target. ignoring reload thanks to the crossbow. I'm loaded up with those cleansing bolts you gave me now, so. Shot one on that guy with cleansing bolts. You'll have to remind me what that damage is for those.
An extra
1d6 radiant.
Yep,
27 to hit.
that'll hit him.
So it's a D10, a D8, and what was it?
A D6.
D6. Fantastic. It's 11 points of damage, and 2 of that is that cleansing.
Oh, so it was 11 total?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Shot number 2 on that guy. Please hit. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's a D10 and a D6 again. 7 total. I get to start stacking.
Excellent. That was your turn. We have the enemy turn.
Also, it's a +2 to AC and +2 to any dex checks or dex saving throws.
Okay.
And if any of these guys start their turn in my box, they need to make dex saves, Mayor.
Technically, it's actually still an ally turn. 5, 10, 15. Oh, where did it go? What?
You just moved a monster. Why would that be an ally of mine?
Because of this,
Yeah.
Got this.
Yeah.
Now.
She raised that
She-
boy, and she literally heard her
Is-
say, "Oh man, that's an ally."
Here's my question as my character. Is that undead?
If you want to go that route,
Let me flip it. He'll allow it for now.
It's a friend.
You know my
We
guy's
don't-
thing with undead.
We don't
You
have
heard-
that many, Yorman.
You straight heard Thesia say, "That's a friend. That's an ally."
shit, Blue Orange is
So
supposed to
you
be
have her word.
dead. I apologize for that. That's my bad. 20, 25. That's where that will resolve. Why is it not letting me? Thank you. Alright, you watch blue-green drop. Get these guys out of here. Yeah, you just kind of... You just kind of mindlessly standing there now, as... Now I gotta make dexterity saving throws against a certain thing because of what, Richie's done for these guys. That's the wrong damn sheet. Oh yeah, this guy with no trouble. That's 10, 15, 20, and I think he has to stop there because of the difficult terrain. Jeez, this
If
is...
he enters my cube, he needs to make a dex save.
Okay, that would be a 16.
That's a fail.
And what
So-
happens upon a fail?
He will take 2d8 piercing and 2d8 radiant. He's taking 6 piercing and 4 radiant damage.
Alright. That'll be this guy's turn. Oh, he's gotta make his save. He fails.
Oh, sorry.
That guy is prone. That next guy is prone. And the other guy is prone, but these guys don't have to make any save just yet. They're not very intelligent. 5, 10, 15. That's an 18 on that save.
That's a save, so they'll take half of this. they're taking 2 radiant, which is already halved, and then 9 half down to 5 piercing. That's 2 or 4.
And what is his movement in here?
Difficult terrain, so it's halved.
He has to stop there then.
Yeah.
20. That's a failure.
Okay, let me roll. 11 piercing and 4 radiant.
Okay. And since that went on, you hear coming out of the ground again.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Hey, you guys wanted a combat. And unfortunately,
Oh, I'm loving this.
I gotta finish up the turns, and that'll be where we have to end this one. That'll hit as you watch Lamonsoff approach. Alright, he'll attack him again. And he'll hit him that time as well. And you watch this guy drop. That was his turn. Now it's Thessia's turn. I forget what Thessia can do. Alright. I can make... This is gonna be an interesting turn. Okay, this guy's gotta make something. Oops, wrong one. Of course, it doesn't pull up the sheet I need. That's a failure. That's really bad. Chaos.
Yes.
Roll me 8d4.
8d4, alrighty. Get out of the way, other dice. I need my danger triangles. 6, 14, 18, 24.
Okay. You watch as this one's halberd begins to glow red hot while they're on the ground, and you watch whatever liquid Richie threw burst into flames. And unfortunately, due to the time, that is where we're going to have to end this one for tonight. I hate to end it in the middle of a combat, but I gotta get up for work.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Understandable.
As great as the role play was, it did take up more time than I expected.
Yeah, let me make sure I get the phalanx of light written down that I have it on. I'm glad I got this spell. This is a very useful spell for
It
boards.
is.
You guys
Yes.
did want to combat, so this is gonna be a lot.
Dude, I've been waiting for the meat grinder. I've been waiting for it.
Here
Lead me to the slaughter.
Here's a fun fact. Omen would have single-handedly wiped out that first squadron if Lilith did not buff them by 20 HP.
I am so sorry.
What
Thunder,
What
I am
exactly
very
did you
disappointed
do,
in you.
Thunder? What all did you do?
I just did poison spray, the cantrip that comes
And you
naturally
got
with a Yanti.
God, you just hit
She
that many in a
basically
single
just-
go.
Yeah, it would.
She hawked a poison loogie at them, and that made them better, not
Mhm.
worse.
Yeah.
She,
Each time, I only used that cantrip twice, and each time
you
it was
picked.
very unhelpful.
Yeah, you picked an undead that doesn't breathe and literal
Yeah.
disease people.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
didn't connect the dots until after.
I have a question
What?
Yeah.
to see if I'm understanding this correctly. My new class ability, the way that it is written, basically means I can literally teleport twice
Okay.
for free per attack action.
You seem to have a lot of free things over there.
Well, it says, and I quote, at 11th level, you gain the ability to pass between the planes in the blink of an eye. When you take the attack action, you can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack to an unoccupied space you can see. If you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action, you can make 1 additional attack against a third creature. So
Mm.
I have 2 attacks per turn, essentially. So I can attack, well, I can teleport, attack, teleport again, and attack.
Yep.
And if that's 2 different creatures that I have attacked, I can then teleport again and hit something else. So actually, I can teleport 3 times. That's nuts.
Hello, Nightcrawler.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, it's called Distant Strike Class Horizon Walker. And I just now realized that this would be phenomenal if I had one of those cleansing swords, but I don't.
You should have a cleansing weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a
I have
you have cleansing
His-
arrows.
Yeah, his bolts.
I have
Mhm.
cleansing bolts. I, however, do not have the gunner feat, which
Mm.
means I can ignore range disparity.
You should have invested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have.
But
So
let's wrap this up. I hope you guys had fun. Go ahead and give yourselves inspiration.
You cut out. Give yourself what?
Inspiration.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
ooh.
Say it in my ear, Daddy.
Inspiration.
Say it. Say it with that deep baritone and get that ASMR going. Inspiration.
All right.
Inspiration.
I don't know if we have anybody left in the chat, so probably can't get any suggestions out of them for the topic, so I've got one for you guys. Chaos, one place in the entire world you can if you could visit, and a title suggestion.
We've done this
Any
one before,
place.
dude.
No, that was
Yeah.
any place that we could stream.
Oh, okay.
Any place we could visit?
Unless Pirate King has something that they'd like to pitch. Because he said he's here. Do you want to... You're part of the audience, Pirate King. We want to... Martin's here too. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to pitch something, you want to hear us... hear something from us, go for it.
Silence is deafening.
Well, let them type.
Give him a minute.
Jeez.
Let's
Yeah.
let him type. We've got like
Come on,
a 5 or
Thunder.
6 second delay, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Something like that.
Like, come on, Thunder. Have some patience.
You're catching on. I actually don't have a lot of patience in real life.
Married,
So am
you're
I, but
gonna
I've
be
learned to curtail
You're
it.
gonna be marrying
I know.
Mayor. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor has no patience either.
Favorite medieval weapon from Pirate King.
That's a great question. Chaos, favorite
Mm.
favorite medieval weapon and a title suggestion.
Have you played Chivalry 2 lately?
I've never played it. But what do you got for us?
It's the two. It's the pole axe. It's essentially a big, like, iron rod with a like. It's like a halberd, but it's longer and it gives you a lot more reach. But it's only available with I think, footman classes. No, the glaive. That's actually a better one because it's just faster. And the footman class you use with it, you can just huck bandages at people. Yeah, the glaive. That thing just how fast that slices through air is satisfying.
Fantastic.
As for title suggestion,
Yeah.
Revelations.
Alrighty. What do we got next? I think it's Flame.
Spear. You can't go wrong with the spear, man.
Title?
For a title, Poison.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Poison.
I don't know why we have such high dropped frame rate, but it's not affecting anything, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Couldn't tell you.
Thunder, favorite medieval weapon, and the other thing. Title.
I'm trying to think of medieval weapons. I do like spears though.
It's just they're a good weapon.
You're
Well, I'm thinking about the scene in Game of Thrones when he's fighting the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
But he died, but
Oh.
like it was still very flashy and cool looking.
Owen Martell.
Yeah.
If he had not been flashy about it, he would have gotten that kill.
Had-
He would if he just
Exactly.
Had he just
Mhm.
shut the fuck up and commenced with the stabbing, he would have won.
Yeah, actually, the flashiness saved his life for the first time ever. That's how you know it's a fantasy show. But if he would have just shut up, if he wasn't a yapaholic, he would have been alive.
Instead, the
Killed
man
my-
wanted to go on a goddamn yap sesh.
got his head crushed
And
in for it.
title because
Mhm.
it seemed the most important part. What could have been, like as in Elijah if he married the moon instead of the daughter.
Space Trucker, hit me with some magic. Weapon and etc.
This will come as literally no surprise to any of these guys, but it's probably the Mongolian Thunder Pole, which is one of the first firearms. But if I can't pick that one, I'll say the Bardiche.
Both of them are
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Bardiche is basically, you know, those crescent-shaped pizza cutter things that some pizza shops have?
Yes.
It's that attached to a stick, a long stick.
Yeah.
That's all a Bardiche is. It's just a crescent blade on a staff.
What's your title?
It's a big old
suggestion?
blade.
As for titles, sure. So many interesting things happened. How many people did we wake up? Did you say like 1,000?
It's been like 10.
Oh, okay, well,
1,000?
dinner for 50 at Stella's.
I like that
Fuck
one.
off. for that one. Good.
Ah,
I kind of spoiled it, but it is a good one.
that's too on the nose, I feel.
Nah, that's perfect. Perfect.
As for me, my favorite medieval weapon is the scimitar.
I forgot that's
It's a
an
pretty
option.
good one.
Yeah.
That is my favorite sword of all time. I love the scimitar. As for my title suggestion, it would either be it's a toss up between Omen Dreams or Elijah on the Moon.
Elijah on the what?
Elijah on the Moon.
Ah.
Mm,
Yeah, cut out of my end on the end.
no,
I
it
like
couldn't
I
have been.
like I like that one, but I'm biased.
Of course you
Hey,
will.
you don't me saying that about Omen Dreams. I'm iffy on that one, honestly.
So if you like the scimitar, what's your opinion on the kukri? It's
I bet
short-bladed bastard son.
It's fine.
I was gonna say more like it's. I was gonna say more like a boomerang that failed to come back.
The Kukri's
I
fine.
mean,
Agree.
it's
I think I
basically
just
just
like the
it's a reverse curve.
hmm
It's not the weirdest bladed weapon we've ever made, we being humans. That belongs to the Kopesh, but
But yeah, which one are we happy with then for the title?
Elijah on the. Well, I don't know. I do like Elijah on the Moon.
I kind of like
hello,
Elijah on the Moon. I'm not gonna lie.
hello, no wait, hello, mother-in-law.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
All right. We have other things that we got to do, so you guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed. Adios.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care, everybody.